Hello, my name's Lisa. Spring garden, I think we can safely say. We've done a lot of work out here. We've had 4 good days and we've made use of them. And we've jet washed the patio. Look at that. Oh, bring a lot of light into the garden. It brings a lot of light into the house as well. Let me take you around because I've done an awful lot of work, I think. Oh, there's a little wormy there. Are you a happy worm? I won't upset him because they go down in the, he doesn't look a happy worm. 3 pots there and 2 little ones. Those are my daughters. I nicked them off my daughter. She don't want them no more, so they'll look lovely. I am thinking about moving this hawk's head fuchsia. It's a white fuchsia because it gets very it's all stubbly, isn't it? It's me pointing at twigs and talking about how lush they are. Well, they will be. This is the, I would want to say regalia, but it's not, it's a Daphne. That'll be smothered in buds soon, with the bees buzzing round them. And we've got some buddleia in there. This was some cornice that I just dug and snipped off and put in a pot, and that has really rooted, but I think it's rooted through the pot because it's not just in there, is it? It's rooted right the way through. This is a nice little plant and I don't know the name of it. Black strappy leaves and then it has a purple flower that comes up. My mate just gave me a handful of it and said you can't kill it, and I've had a good go at trying to kill it. I mean, it's a black plant and you think, oh, that's no good in the shade, but do you see these, as it bends it catches the light and it shines silver. It's really nice. I really like that plant, but I don't know the name. I've got a feeling it begins with an A. Look, there's the berry. Is that the berries off it? Yeah, that's the berries off it. But it has a purpley flower. Oh, I've just seen there's shoots in there of something. Ooh. Eremitelicum pictum, looking incredible. And a little bit of a sad thing, I've had to have a chop of my twisted hazel. Now we've taken about 1/3 of it off. Let me spin you around slowly and show you. It's a bit of a thug. As I said, not much really gets going in this garden, but the hazel, I'll take you around there later when we go around there. But you see, I've totally crown lifted it right up above the fence because it is a bit of a dark green leaf in the summer, and it does clog everything else. It takes the sunlight. This is the north facing hydrangea, which I should know the name of, but I can't think of it. It's little, look, it's getting its little buds on it. That'll be covered in, oh, you can see the old ones, I haven't taken them off. See, like that, that's what it's going to be. Beautiful umbels, and they smell of fizzy lemonade, and the whole garden smells of it. Now this probably doesn't look very stunning. It looks awful, I'm quite sure. But at night it's rather pleasing because we've got the little lights, little tiny micro lights, and they shine and they're very pleasing indeed. And once this grows up, this is the red bumblebee salvia. Once that grows up there, you won't even see them. But at night they'll just twinkle. Very exotic mushrooms. Only the classiest people have plastic illuminated solar mushrooms in their garden. Very classy I am. I've just shoved a lot. Look, this is the second lot of diggings out we've had, cuttings out. I've just shoved all the pots up there. I'll sort that out later, so that's another day's worth. Can't get over these. These are just amazing. These are last year's wallflowers. Oh, the scent from them is lovely. This is the jet fire. Somebody's had a crafty nibble. We'll let them. And oh, they're not open because they need to open in the sun, but that's the little anemone. That's looking rather lovely. So we've got different bulbs in this one and they'll come out later. So that'll be a nice succession. I hope this flowers this year. We didn't last year. It's a beautiful, very early purple geranium. And last year it didn't do a thing, because just at the point where it was supposed to flower, it got hot. Don't know what we're going to do here. This is the wildflower bed. Thinking on that one. At the moment, it just looks like it's got an awful lot of laurel in it. Thinking on that one. Chopped back all of the, didn't look a mess, all of the salvias that are here. And I've got to grub this out. There's a lot to grub out. I don't mind stinging nettles, but there's a lot of stinging nettles, so I've got to grub them because I've got climbers and that trying to do this thing. Is that called silica? Is it? I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's called silica. But I absolutely love it. We bought a pot from, where did we? Mottisfont National Trust. And it never did anything. And one year it was in a pot, and one year I forgot, and it obviously just got thrown here. And it started to flower. But that's all I ever get from it. I never get more. It don't double or increase or get any bigger. It just does that. But what an incredible blue. They've got a carpet of it under the trees at Mottisfont. Isn't that just, I just love that. But anyway, next week it'll be gone. This is now it might be, it might not be. I'm hoping, I've been growing it. It's a 4-year-old twisted hazel. And that I'm hoping is a 2-year-old twisted hazel. But it might just be a normal hazel, like what we've got out the front. They do take a long time to get established. See, it's things like this I've got to grub out. That's stinging nettle, whereas that's a gorgeous geranium. And that stinging nettle does get a little bit overexcited and takes over. So I will have to grub that out. It's been very nibbled. How naughty. People have been in nibbling. But I don't do slug pellets or that sort of thing if I can help it. I've moved again. Only the most chicest people have bumblebee lights in their garden. I put them on the first time. Normally they're at the front. The first time I moved them, they went berserk for 10 minutes, just flashing in these random psychedelic, and I thought, I ain't having that. They seem to have settled down now. That's the replete. Isn't that gorgeous? Nibbled, but we don't mind nibbled. This, look, shouldn't be. Got to go under the row of bees. That is a borage. Does it not know? Shouldn't be doing that. Oh, very chic. Don't you have illuminated bees in your garden? Do you not have that? I do. Oh, I didn't show that. That's me gabbling on. Look at that, in 2 weeks. It's gone berserk, hasn't it? Flowers. And look at those leaves, the way they're tinged with red. So against that black of that fence, when I'm sat on the settee and I'm looking down the garden, that's just stupendous. And the laurel's getting its flowers. Don't look anything at the minute, but they'll be beautiful flowers with a fragrance. And the bees and the butterflies go mad round them. So I'm coming. I went through the park today on the way to the post office, and there was daffodils everywhere. There's a huge willow, and that is all pipped. Last week that was twig. This week it's all in fluffy green all over it, and a heron nearly took the top of my head off as it flew past. So he actually comes across this garden, because we're a direct path from the marsh across. They seem to go across to us to the park, so I've got to keep my eye open for when he flies over. This is where the real work went in. Don't look anything, does it? I had to chase all of these. I should start from here. See, I had to chase from there. And are you good? Are you strong? You've got to sort of go, are you viable? Are you viable? And you've got to chase it along until you get to the point where it's not. And that's where you cut it. clematis. It's getting bud on it. That's Prince Charles, the old Prince Charles, now the king. Prince Charles, and it's a blue. It's not quite an Oxford blue. It's a deep Cambridge blue. Beautiful. Got that from Sarah Raven. That's a lovely otter nursery. Only had one or two flowers last year. It was in the wrong place-ish. So what I've done, it's very peely-wally. Look, it's very peely-wally. What I've done is I've traced him and I've brought him this way. This is it there, look. So, I mean, it's happy. It's got stuff. I brought it that way. This is a white one. We had a couple of flowers. I'm not showing you. That's a white one. Couple of flowers off of that one. But they were getting their roots in. That's come this way. Not much on that. I'm still not showing you. It's come that way. See, I'm looking myself. I'm ignoring you. Or is that it as well? Who are you? Yes. Again, I'm not sure. God, will you? I should really have a head cam on my head. And so as I move my head, that's going to flower soon, isn't it? Then we've got, shall I move? I'm going to get a wet leg. Oh, I've topped these up as well with soil. This was Jeff's choice. It's not really my sort of thing. I like plainer. It's a bit frou-frou for me. But you've got to give him his due. That looks vigorous, doesn't it? That looks a doer. That's vigorous. And then, in there, we've got the selenium. And that has got loads of little buds all along. Look, I chopped it right back because it were getting leggy. So I've chopped it right back. Hopefully that'll make a difference to the look of it. And this I don't know what that is. A clematis, but it must be a Asda one. Don't know what that is. That sprouted up last year. Showed me some leaf, but no flower. So we don't know. And that, oh, this one's an Asda one as well. It's come all the way from down there. And this is the everlasting sweet pea. So it looks a little bit harsh the way I've sort of pushed it all back, but that'll all come through, and the sweet pea will all go through it. So yeah, don't look nothing, does it? But that was a day. That was a day carefully picking through that. I've moved the wallflower. He's looking a little bit sad, so I've moved him to here. Got some, they're the cheapy pollies that we got, and we've got some little rescued bulbs that I found lurking in a pot. And that Collegia, or Granny's bonnet, look how lovely that looks. Look how strong that is. I think that's a purple one. And this is the campus. And again, I'm showing you a twig, but it's exciting twig. And I've sort of made it come this way across and along because the leaves are huge. They're big, like palm-like leaves, and hopefully they'll shield. I said it was a Winston Churchill the other day. It's not. It's King's Night Pearl, pink one. It likes sun, but it needs a bit of shade to begin with. So I'm hoping, and I've left these little withies from the hazel. They'll grow up and just give it a little bit of shade. But this is the trunk of the hazel. It's about 25 years old, perhaps 27. Look at that. And if you can see, it had a pole supporting it, and it's done that where it sucks the pole in, and that's now part of the trunk. Go around there, I wonder if you can see it. See, look, it's taken the pole is now part of the tree. Isn't that incredible? But it's a gnarly old beast. Look at that. Look. It's a gnarly old beast. Definitely got a voice of its own, but a bit hugey, a bit too big, a bit perhaps in the wrong place. But there's no grubbing that out, is there? So we've just chopped it. That's for the birds. You'll see them all over the place from here on in. that string that I cut up and tie up for the birds, and they pull it for the nest, the same as down here. Oh, I am holding you weird. That's lobelia bits that I've just pulled out and put there for the nesting birds. I'm a little bit, oh, I've just seen that unfurling leaf. Oh, look at that. Oh, aren't you pretty? That's a wooden enemy, a japonica, is it? Oh, what one is it? The wooden enemy, woodbine, is it? Oh, help me, people. Isn't an enemy, wooden enemy maybe. All right, collegia, I love them. That's the one my daughter bought herself, didn't like it, gave it to me. It's splendid, it's pink. Then she wanted it back and I went, no. That's a spirea. I don't know if that's mine or I stole it from my daughter. There's a lot of stealing going on. Never mind. Now, I'm a bit early chopping down the roses, and I'm a bit early chopping down the salvia, but I've got 6 weeks of busy, and by the time my busy finishes, it would have been too late. It's all about timing, isn't it, with gardens. So this is a lost label that we bought. We don't know what that is. Very healthy. That's Dad's rose. Just put him a little crystal in. That's Jeff's dad's rose. That's a lost label. We don't know what you are. That's is Jeff's mum's rose, and she's got a little crystal. That's Dear Joyce, and that's, oh, I should have the label. He's taken the label. Is it Splendid Peter's Splendour? Oh, right, I'll get the label for that. I do know this one. This is Hanky Panky. And then that one that's got pollies in, I'm going to allow Jeff to choose. Aren't I kind? I'm going to allow him to choose a rose of his want when we next go. So this is all ready, and these little pots are going to have geraniums in or whatever all the way along. So it's going to be a rose border this year. I've tried, you just got to keep trying different ways with plants, see how they're best happy. That's good English, isn't it? Best happy. Well, maybe they're best happy there. What we got here? This was absolutely beautiful. It over summered, came up with loads of buds, and then we had that stupid frost and it nearly killed it. But we'll have a couple of flowers out of it this year. Just some tates and daffies. It's just so lovely to look out in the garden and see the yellow. Tulips coming, they're going to be early. And that's the replete. So we've got a good, that's going to go off fairly soon because they've been out for a bit. But I reckon we got another sort of 6 weeks of colour here. That'll lead us, where will that lead us? Where are we now? Middle of March-ish, not quite. First week in March. That's going to lead us to, where are we? Last week in April-ish, isn't it? And then, yeah, the Sweet Williams will come in then. I'm just, you know, sorry it's not thrilling, I'm just thinking on. They'll be in flower then. Do you think that? I want to make my videos exciting and thrilling, but I'm just thinking as I'm chatting to you. Eaten, but isn't that beautiful? Look, you see the glistening slimy trails of whoever's had a nibble. Little devils. That's an interesting plant that we'll keep an eye on. It's a alpine, or I call it everlasting. Another everlasting. Everything in my garden's everlasting, isn't it? Sweet pea. Look, it's got some bud on it already. It lies quiet all summer, and then in the spring it does this with pink flowers. It's just lovely. If I'll turn that robin round. If we miss it, I'll take a little video and put it on the shorts like I did with them. You see that? We've just got a soggy mess look now. Ew. That's not pretty, is it? And they go, oh, why are you showing me that? That's not pretty. I will remember and put it in the shorts of what they look like, just so you can see if you're interested. I will remember. Have a look at my shorts. I've got all sorts on there. That's the London Pride, Saxifrage. Can you see? Now this is, I mean, it's not, it's like Trigger's Broom, this one. My mum gave me a bit of this because it was in her garden. It was gotten too big and she gave me a bit, but she'd got it out of her dad's garden when they moved into the assisted flats. So this is my granddad's London Pride. But it isn't, is it? It's like Trigger's Broom. It's years and years and years and years and years. But it's the baby of the baby of the baby of the baby of the baby. But that's where it came from. So it's fairly special to me. That's what I planted the other day from Asda, foxglove. And that's the poppy that I planted the other day. So, I mean, I took a chance and popped them in. That was a bit naughty, really. I should have acclimatised them a bit, but I took a chance and they seem okay. And those foxgloves look fine. Oh, I wonder if I can, well, I'll zero in. You won't be able to hear me for a bit because it don't pick up the voice. Right, that, what I have just showed you, that is a clematis that I bought years ago. I thought it was a tall clematis, and it isn't at all. It's a little short baby one. This is the long-awaited and very nibbled, gorgeous white daffodil. And you can see it has to be propped up so I can see it from my seat. It's just the one, and it's splendid. But it looks like it's got a friend or two. Don't they look like white daffs to you? So it's got a couple of friends. So yes, everything's been chopped down, everything's been chopped back, and it's ready for the off. It does look bare up there, doesn't it? It's all ready for the off. I'm going to put solar lights along there as well. Not bees, they've got them coming, just the copper one, so it shines at night. Just look pretty when the garden's got lights on it. Yeah, I think that's a fairly good overview. Not much is going to change now, so this will be the last garden one. Don't worry about this, it's not going to be wasted. I chop it up and lay it places so cats can't go on bare soil. Not that there's much bare soil in this garden. And then what's left I put over the back there. That's all my wood pile over the back there, because I get stag beetles. So nothing will go to waste. That won't be chopped up and thrown away. I mean, how can you waste something so beautiful as this? So they will have a use, just not yet. Oh yes, I'm going to love you and leave you now. You've seen where we are. Not much now is going to change. I'm just going to do little fiddle-faddly bits. If the marsh, I have watercolour Wednesday next week. If the marsh is still wet, and I imagine it will be, I might take you down an alleyway. What about that? We'll go down one of the alleyways that leads to McDonald's. Doesn't that sound exciting? Where the Gruffalo lives. Hey, that's exciting. Let's do that. And we'll see what treasures we can find along the way. Isn't that lovely? Right, I am loving you and leaving you. Get out in that garden, get it sorted for spring. Catch you in the next one. Bye.